Until I choose otherwise. As the chain commands. I concur. Acceptable. Action is the only course. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. Naadan Korikas. Acceptable. Until I choose otherwise. Naadan Korikas. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. Remember your place. Action is the only course. I concur. Alakor Nishazak. As the chain commands. Naadan Korikas. Ascension. As the chain commands. Until I choose otherwise. Acceptable. Ulas Xavier. I concur. Acceptable. I concur. Naadan Korikas. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. Ulas Xavier. As the chain commands. I concur. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. Ulas Xavier. Acceptable. Naadan Korikas. As the chain commands. Naadan Korikas. Acceptable. Ulas Xavier. I concur. Until I choose otherwise. Ascension. As the chain commands. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. I concur. As the chain commands. Until I choose otherwise. Acceptable. Naadan Korikas. Acceptable. I concur. Naadan Korikas. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. Ulas Xavier. As the chain commands. Naadan Korikas. Until I choose otherwise. As the chain commands. Ulas Xavier. Ascension. Acceptable. I concur. Naadan Korikas. Ulas Xavier. As the chain commands. I concur. Acceptable. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. I concur. As the chain commands. Acceptable. Naadan Korikas. Ulas Xavier. Until I choose otherwise. Ascension. Acceptable. As the chain commands. Until I choose otherwise. Ascension. Naadan Korikas. I concur. Ulas Xavier. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. Until I choose otherwise. Naadan Korikas. As the chain commands. Acceptable. I concur. Ulas Xavier. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. Naadan Korikas. I concur. Acceptable. Until I choose otherwise.
Mineral field depleted.
As the chain commands. Acceptable. I concur. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. Naadan Korikas. Acceptable. As the chain commands. Naadan Korikas. Until I choose otherwise. Ulas Xavier. Ascension. I concur. Acceptable. Ascension. Until I choose otherwise. As the chain commands. Ulas Xavier. Naadan Korikas. Ulas Xavier. As the chain commands. I concur. Acceptable. Until I choose otherwise. Naadan Korikas. Ascension. Naadan Korikas. I concur. As the chain commands. Until I choose otherwise. I concur. Ulas Xavier. Acceptable. Ascension. As the chain commands. Until I choose otherwise. Ascension. Ulas Xavier. As the chain commands.